Welcome to this 45-minute Yin Yoga class. Today, we explore the art of just being. No need to strive, perform, or change. Just breathe, stretch, and allow yourself to land fully in the moment as you are. We'll move from the lower body to the shoulders and spine, opening space in the body and cultivating stillness in the mind. So when you're ready, take a deep breath in and let the journey begin. Hello, beautiful friends. Let's get started today lying on our back in Savasana. Once you've arrived in Savasana, begin to breathe consciously, sending your breath all throughout the body. Deep inhales, long exhales. Tension is melting away as clarity and peace enter the body. Today, we explore the art of being, not doing, not achieving, but simply being with what is present. There's an ancient Chinese proverb that says, "The sage does not attempt anything very big, and thus achieves greatness." In our yang-driven world, we often believe that more effort equals better results. But yin teaches us something so important, that sometimes the most profound transformation happens when we stop trying so hard and simply allow. Simply notice where you are right now, not where you think you should be. From here, gently guide the left sole of your foot either to the inside of your right calf or your right inner thigh, coming into reclined tree pose. If you'd like, you can extend your arms overhead and reach your hands for opposite elbows, allowing for a shoulder opening. In Yin, we are working with the deeper layers, the fascia, the joints, the connective tissues. These tissues respond not to force, but to time and gentle, sustained pressure. Notice what wants to soften without you making it happen. When you're ready, you can gently release the left leg from its position and hug your left knee in towards your chest. Take some slow, mindful circles with your hip joint, moving in one direction, and then switching directions. This is your body's way of saying hello to itself. Coming into half happy baby, take your hand to the outside edge of your left foot and gently guide the left knee down towards the earth. Option to stay here, or if you're looking to go deeper, you can cradle your left leg as if you're holding a baby. You can take your right arm and thread it underneath your left ankle, and then take your left arm and wrap it around the left knee or thigh, and then just hug the leg in towards you. Wherever you are, you want to make sure that your right hip stays grounded. You can even place a hand there for support. The hips are where we store so much. Old emotions, tension, stories we've been carrying. In Yin, we don't force these things to release. We simply create space and wait patiently. Release half happy baby and hug your left knee back into your chest. Give it a little squeeze. And then extend your left leg up towards the sky. You can wrap your arms to the back of the left thigh, or walk it up towards the calf or the ankle. And gently hug the left leg in towards you, just to about 30 to 40% of your capacity. In Chinese medicine, the back of the legs connect to the bladder meridian, the longest meridian in the body, associated with our ability to go with the flow, to adapt. What would it feel like to stop pushing against the current of your life and instead move with its natural rhythm? Slowly let your left leg release back down to the earth, Savasana. Notice for a moment the difference between your left and right sides. Appreciate the contrast. When you're ready, you can come onto reclined tree on the right side, guiding the right sole of the foot to the inner calf or inner left thigh. If you'd like to take the shoulder opener, extend your arms behind you, reach for opposite elbows. Follow the journey of your breath and the little ripples of sensation that travel through the channels of your body. Take one more breath here. And then hug the right knee in towards the chest. Make those circles. After you finish circling, come into happy baby. Right hand comes to the outer edge of your right foot, knee bends. And an option to cradle the right leg if you did on the last side. Practice listening to the subtle cues of your body. Perhaps it's asking for more gentleness. Maybe it wants a little intensity. Give it what it needs. And remember, you don't have to fix anything here. You are simply being present with what is. From happy baby, you can make your way back to that hamstring stretch again, extending the right leg long and then reaching for the back of the thigh or calf or ankle. Left hip stays grounded. Take one more breath and squeeze here. And then gently release your right leg back down to the earth, mini Savasana. Rest here for a moment. Appreciate the balance. Now plant the soles of your feet to the earth and place them hip width apart, Bring your arms by your sides, fingertips touching towards the heels. Coming into bridge, press into the floor, lift your hips. Take an inhale here. And then on your exhale, slowly lower your hips down to a hover. And then inhale, press and lift your hips back up towards the sky. Flow through that movement 2 more times with your breath. I know it's a yin class, so I promise you this is going to be one of our only active poses. After you've taken your 3rd round, just hold bridge pose for a few more moments, feeling the connection between the earth and the sky, between effort and ease, the yin and the yang. On your next exhale, lower all the way back down to the earth. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a hug. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders, forehead towards the knees, squeeze. And then rock up and down along your spine a few times. And we'll meet on our seat. Moving into caterpillar pose, extend your legs straight in front of you. You can always scoot your hips. Take an inhale with a straight spine. And then as you exhale, crawl yourself forward, folding from the hips until you've met your edge. The edge is your home in Yin Yoga, that space of tolerable sensation. Here's the thing about forward folds in Yin. We're not trying to touch our toes. We're learning to bow, to surrender, to trust the process of gradual opening. The caterpillar does not struggle to become a butterfly. It surrenders completely to the process of transformation. Just like you. We'll wrap up this pose with a few more breaths. Slowly roll yourself back up. Once you're upright, feel free to take a couple neck rolls. And we'll counterbalance that stretch with reverse tabletop. So pressing your hands into the earth behind you, fingertips pointed towards you. Bend your knees. Press down, lift your hips. If your neck allows, you can allow it to fall and look behind you. Keep lifting. Take an inhale. And then exhale, release onto your seat. Cross your legs, transition to tabletop pose, all fours. Take a moment to arrive. We'll get into the wrist a little bit, so turn your hands so that the fingertips are pointed towards you, the backs of the wrists shining forward. Shift your weight back and forth a couple times. Awakening the wrists. And you can turn this into cat-cow. Inhaling, belly drops, gaze lifts. Exhale, press into the earth around your spine, gaze towards your navel. Even in these gentler movements, notice, are you forcing the stretch or allowing it to unfold? Pause back in stillness and then roll out the right wrist and release back to normal, and then the left. Roll it out and then release the hand down, normal tabletop. From here, tuck your toes and then press your hips up and back to downward facing dog. Let this be active but not aggressive. Find your breath. And when your body says it's time, you can find stillness. From this downward facing dog shape, slowly begin to walk your hands back towards your feet. Once they're there, take an inhale and halfway lift your spine, find length. And then exhale, fold. Ragdoll, allow your arms to hang heavy. Or you can bring your hands to opposite elbows and sway gently side to side, allowing the head to shake yes or no. The knees can bend as much as they need. We'll be hanging here for a few moments. The spine loves to hang in space. Trust gravity to do the work. Keep holding on to opposite elbows and then bend your knees, and on your inhale, roll up vertebra by vertebra, all the way up into a standing position. Good, take an inhale, and then as you exhale, side bend to the left. Breathe into the right side body. Your gaze can look up or down or neutral. Hold and breathe for a few breaths, pressing down firmly into your right foot. On your next inhale, Slowly come back through center and then just switch hands to other elbows. And then on your exhale, side bend to your right. Press firmly into your left foot. Breath travels through the left side body. On your next inhale, rise back up through center. Exhale for a little back bend. Inhale back to center, and then exhale, forward fold. Release your hands, allow them to shake out and dangle. And now coming into Yogi squat, plant your hands, heel toe your feet to the width of your mat, heels in, toes out, and then lower your hips down to a hover. If you have a block, you can always sit on a block or a bolster. Interlace your hands behind your head, elbows wide. Inhale, open your heart. And then exhale, round your spine, guide your elbows together, chin towards your chest. Should feel this through the upper back and neck. Good, hold this position. Breathing into the spine. And when you're ready, keeping your spine rounded, allow your arms to surrender forward onto the earth, palms facing up in a gesture of receiving. Spine stays rounded. This is an ancient posture of rest, of contemplation. In many cultures, people squat to think, to digest, to simply be. There's a story of a farmer who planted bamboo seeds for his garden. For the first year, nothing happened. The second year, still nothing. By the third year, his neighbors mocked him. "Your seeds are dead," they said. "Plant something else." But the farmer continued to water the empty patch of earth. On the fourth year, a tiny green shoot appeared, and then something miraculous happened. Within 6 weeks, the bamboo grew 90 feet tall. You want to know the secret? For the first 4 years, the bamboo was growing an intricate root system underground, invisible to everyone. Without that foundation, the dramatic growth would have been impossible. Sometimes our deepest transformation happens in the dark, in the stillness, in the moments when it feels like nothing is happening at all. What if your body, your healing, your growth is like that bamboo? What if this quiet moment of surrender is actually the most productive thing you could be doing? Take one more cleansing breath. And then gently rise, crawl yourself forward, coming back into tabletop. Take a moment to stretch your right leg behind you, shifting back and forth. And then the other side. Gently return back to tabletop. Moving into puppy pose, walk your hands forward as you melt your heart towards the earth. Forehead can come down to the earth, or you can bring your chin down, gazing forward. We'll only be here for a couple of breaths, just passing through. Coming into Sphinx pose, slowly slide yourself forward, coming onto your forearms. Arms are at 90-degree angles, shoulders stacked over elbows. You can stay here, take some neck rolls, bringing your left ear towards your left shoulder. And then guide chin towards the chest, and then right ear towards the right shoulder. And when it feels good, settling back into stillness. Creating a subtle back bend as we gently lift the heart forward and energetically hug the elbows in towards us. As you breathe here, imagine gently creating space between each vertebra. Feel the energy flowing from your tailbone to the crown of your head. A current of life force moving freely through your central channel, the Sushumna channel, which bridges the polarities within us, the left and right, the masculine and the feminine, the spiritual and the material. Finishing with one more breath here. And then press back into rock pose and narrow leg child's pose. Knees together, sit back on your heels. Reach your arms behind you by your sides. Relax your forehead down. This is your pose of refuge. In any yoga practice, in any moment of life, you can always return to this place of rest, this posture of humility and trust. The earth holds you. You don't have to hold yourself together so tightly. From here, take your time to come out of child's pose. Rise up to your knees, shift your weight to your side, and then bring your legs out in front of you. And then come to lie on your back. Hug both knees into your chest, rock side to side. Keeping your left knee hugged in, extend your right leg long and release it down to the floor. And then guide your left knee across your right with your right hand, coming into a supine twist. And you can stay here, or you can come into cat pulling its tail by bending your right knee, reaching your left hand for the top of your right foot, and then extend your left leg long, binding your right fingertips around the left big toe. So you're receiving a quad stretch through your right leg and a hamstring stretch through your left. Allow this twist to wring out any toxins, emotional, physical, mental toxins that might be lingering within you, like a washcloth. Send your breath to any parts of the body that might need it, as if you're giving it an energetic massage. When you're ready, you can slowly release. If you took cat pulling its tail, release. And then find your way back onto your back. Hug your left knee in towards your chest. Circle out the ankle. And then meet in Savasana for a moment. And now hug the right knee in towards your chest. Give it a squeeze. And then take the twist on this side, either staying in supine or moving into cat pulling its tail. Take one final breath in this twist. And slowly release. Returning onto your back with your right knee hugged in, circle out the ankle. And now hug your left knee in, both knees hugged into the chest. Take your hands and bring them to the outside edges of both of your feet for happy baby. We're just passing through on our way to Waterfall, so allow your legs to extend straight up towards the sky, arms released by your sides. Let the legs hang naturally, without effort, as if they're suspended into space. As the blood travels into the heart, activating our rest and digest response, the parasympathetic nervous system. When you feel complete, you can release your entire body into Savasana, releasing everything. Let your body be completely supported by the earth. You've spent the last 45 minutes practicing the art of being. Not becoming, not improving, not fixing, but simply being present with what is alive in you right now. This is the gift of Yin. It reminds us that we are already whole. We are already enough. The transformation we seek isn't something we have to create. It's something we allow. We will close this practice in Savasana. Take this quality of patient presence with you. Let it infuse the way you move through your day, the way you meet both challenges and joys. Thank you for sharing this practice of being with me. Namaste. Thank you all so much for sharing your practice. If you enjoyed, please drop a comment and share your experience below. It makes my day. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I invite you to do that, and that way you'll never miss another flow or meditation. If you enjoy these practices and you'd like to go even deeper, I now offer one-on-one sessions online, and I also offer personalized guided meditation and Yoga Nidra to fit your exact needs. So if you're interested in those, they are all on the links in my bio. And I'm also co-leading a retreat in Bali January 2026, it's going to be full of adventure and yoga and other workshops. So if you're feeling the call to join me there, you can also find all the information for that retreat in the link in my bio. Okay, friends, thank you so much. Have a blessed day.